add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
I'm sneaking on the puppies. They're too cute, man. They hear something, right? They hear it over a wall. They must be like, what's going on? You know, like that. Pretty weird living like a dog, or like thinking like a dog, or being a dog. Where was I going with that? All right, as we do on Saturday mornings especially, we've got a AHL game, we've got a Champions League game, and we've got decisions to make. I've got the goaltending decisions tough. Islanders are at home to Calgary. I have both those goalies, right? So it's kind of weird to take Calgary at Islanders. And I didn't realize this, but this is the first home opener for the Islanders. They played 13 road games. So I think that's the play. The other option is Vegas at home to Columbus. But again, with Vegas goalies, it's very difficult right now with what's going on with their team. So that's the decision. I think I'm going with the Islanders. Then at forward, obviously we have Aho, Couturier, Trocheck, and then O'Reilly, Hintz, and Voracek is who we're going with. So I'm sitting Dahlin, the rookie, Heischer, who's just not been great. But the one key guy that I'm not sure if he should be sitting because he's been hot is Riley Smith. Voracek is on the power play and gets a lot of assists. Riley Smith is without his partner, Marchessault, so I wonder if that's going to affect their offense. I don't know. So today in AHL, we are playing the hated rivals right now for first place in the division, and that's the Mustangs. And you can see his lineup is weird. His lineup's just weird. And then in Champions League, it's another matchup for first, if you will, because we're playing against the Screaming Eagles, who has a very young lineup, as you can see. He's got a lot of young guys. He was in a sort of rebuild like me, and this is his group. Look at that. These are all guys he drafted: Wallstrom, Puljujarvi, Raymond, Tippett, Brassard. I'm not such a big fan. So that's it. That's the end of the hockey talk. For those of you that fast-forwarded, you can now focus on us having a good day here. Let's take a look at the chip counts then. In the PLO, I believe we are sitting in 7th place. We built up a nice stack of 1.125. Let's see. I'm looking at my computer. Oh, you can't see it. There we go. I believe I don't like my table that much. Let me see. Yeah, we are sitting in 7th with 1.125. So our table's got a lot of chips at it, a lot of the bigger guys. So I have, 1.1. Blesnik, sports cards, is slightly ahead of me. And then you have right behind me Daniel Cates, a guy named Gavin Cochran, Matthew Wantman, I know, and of course Adam Hendricks, Noah Schwartz. So pretty tough table, but they're all going to be tough at this point. And we're going to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. When it makes sense to bluff, we're going to do that. And when it makes sense to make a big laydown, well, I'm not big on laydowns. Come on, we're not doing laydowns here. All right, I'm ready to go. I feel good, feel fantastic. I've had a blast, I said. The World Series is almost over, and we're going to give it our all, and my intention is to win this thing. There's 33 players left, and it's in our sights. All right, peeps, one of our last drive-ins. Nostalgia's coming. Nostalgia's real. Headed over to the RV. I have not been over to Bally's to check out the new spot, but I don't know. Sentimental. We were here at the Rio for a long time, and this is it, yo. One of the last drive-ins. I mean, it's not like picturesque or anything, but I mean, that doesn't matter. All right. And there it is. Gravel roads, RVs. Yep. Sports cards. You know what? Sports cards. It's a great business.
Are you live right now?
I am live. Well, not live, but I'll be putting it up tomorrow on YouTube.
So this is perfect.
Yeah.
I brought this box of the Cup. This is the #1 hockey product.
I love it.
Every single year. As everyone knows, this man right here loves hockey. Who loves hockey more than you?
Not many people.
Not many people.
Can't imagine.
But let me say something else, okay, before we get into play this tournament.
Okay.
This man right here, okay, Daniel Negreanu, he is the reason why poker is what it is today, okay?
That's sweet.
And let me say something, okay? You know, when people want to say, you know, there's a lot of haters in the world of, you know, when people have to understand that everyone that's played poker and has, you know, enjoyed the game for what it is. 20 years ago, poker was not what it is today. Poker was not looked at as a televised event. It was a very different game. Daniel Negreanu is a huge reason why.
Appreciate that, man.
Let me finish.
I got you.
It's a huge reason why poker is what it is today. People need to appreciate that we're able to play, and you know, it's turned into a game that people love. And I honestly, Daniel, I want to say to you, I think that you are the number one person in this whole
Well, you know
industry.
I appreciate that, Jared.
To get to poker where it is today.
I appreciate
everything
that.
that you've done.
Thanks, bud.
And to be honest, these blogs, they've been phenomenal.
Thank you, man.
They've been phenomenal.
Appreciate it. Let's kick it ass today. We're at the same table.
I know that.
All right.
Let's do it.
Stay out of my way. I'm kidding. Tough player here. We got the characters at our table. You got this hooded hat, cute hat over here from Jared. And then, of course, the Jungle Man came dressed to impress today. You still got the green hair or what?
I gotta win one in style.
But is the green hair still a thing?
Secret. That's
Secret,
why I got the hat
okay.
on.
Okay.
I
You'll bust
came
it out
with
later.
a license to kill.
Tuxedo style.
Dressed to kill.
Okay, we got the characters today. What's up, Noah Schwartz?
What up,
buddy? Long
DNegs?
time no see.
Yeah, I'm retired, buddy. I'm retired.
Right?
I'm retired.
You know who I am, Jared? I don't know if you know who I am.
Who are you?
Fucking jungle.
Yeah, I got you. He's trying to show me he can beat him blindfolded.
That's like the top 5%.
He's cheating. Geeking.
You or you?
Oh, I got a weird hand. I guess I should. I don't know.
You
What do you got?
fought the gym.
Really? Wow, that's so fucking crazy. How do you get so big?
All right, end of first break. We're sitting on 1.8 million. Average is about 1.2. There are 20 players left. 13 will get paid. Right off the bat, played 2 hands against Noah Schwartz. I'll tell you, let me just check my phone here. I keep my notes so that I get the hands right because I did the math on them too and everything. It was a hand where, yeah, jungle, he raised the button. The blinds are 10, 20K, right? Yeah, 10, 20K, I believe. He makes it 45 on the button. He's pretty deep. I'm deep, out of position. I have the ace, 9 of spades, king, jack. A lot of guys 3-bet that hand. I decided flat. Noah makes it 180 pot, but he only has 80 behind as well, right? So Noah's usually going to be pretty snug there, and he's going to have a lot of good hands, but I don't think there's any chance that my hand is not plus EV to call because it's pretty strong. And I do. And the flop was jack 3-3. I bet 80K, his last 80K, and he calls. And that hand pre-flop, ran the numbers on that. It was 60-40 for him because he had king, king, 10-4. So, you know, so it's okay shape. And then once again against Noah, I'll take this off. Against Noah, I open to 50K at 10 and 20 with the queen, jack, 8-9. Now, it's a great hand when you got at least a suit or so. I didn't. But I still thought it was like obviously good enough to open with. And he 3-bets. I don't have any ace interference or king, which is likely the realm where he's in. So I have to have like 4 live cards. I call, and the flop comes jack 6-7. Great flop for me, rainbow too. So I put him in, and he calls with ace, ace, king 4. Now that hand, so this is interesting about Omaha, right? So jack 6-7 flop. I have a pair of jacks, he's a pair of aces. Guess what? I'm 58% favored. 58%, pretty significant. So I busted him on that when I turned the 10. And since then, you know, I got moved to a different table. It was nice and balmy at my table. Now it's cold again, so that's why I always come prepared. Scarf, sweater, hoodie, all the things. I'm having a blast. 20 left. PLO bubbles get a little goofy. It's always nice to have chips, and that's what we plan to do. All right, what's up, guys? Next update from the RV. I left my vlog phone in here for the last 2 hours, and a lot happened. Obviously, it's a pretty fast structure. So I think when we went to break, there's about 20-something players left, and now we're down to 11. We burst the bubble. It was a quick bubble. Kate's Jungle Man went broke on the bubble. I didn't see the hand or anything like that. We got an interesting final 11 for Player of the Year implications. Josh Aryeh, the man in the front, still in there. Phil HELLMUTH, also there. Jeremy Osmus, Sean Deeb, yours truly, a little further away along with Jeremy. Having a blast. I really think I'm playing great. I don't have any big hands to share, right? So the average is 2.1, I want to say, and I have 3.5, which is about third place right now. And the good news is it didn't happen with any sort of all-ins or any craziness. There was one hand where I was very fortunate to have made a mistake. I was distracted, and Sean and I were talking, and the blinds had went up, and I had ace, deuce, 5, and the blinds were 20 and 40. So I grabbed a 25K chip, which looks like 100, and I had 5K chips. So my plan was to make it 120,000, 3x the blind with the aces. And instead, I put in 45. And then Sean's like, what are you trying to do? I was like, oh, call. I didn't want to give away the jig. And then the chip leader on the button called, Phil called. I kind of screwed Phil because he had a hand he wouldn't have played with 8-8, and he flopped top set, and the guy had it, I don't know, turned a straight or something like that. But I would have lost more chips because Sean Deeb would have beat me in the big blind. So that was fortunate, that our mistake helped us, but it's going to be really important to not do that, we want to make sure we're playing all our hands correctly and not be too gleeful about an actual error that I made, right? So got to be responsible for that. I'm just looking at the bright side of it, which was I was fortunate that it went my way. So feel great about this. We're having a blast. Like I said, the plan is to finish it out. So we're going all the way tonight. 11 players left. The blinds are going to be 30 and 60 with a 60 big blind ante at 2 6 and 5 handed tables. So the actions, it's gonna go pretty quickly. Young kid at my table's getting the HELLMUTH treatment, giving him the shit, and apparently all the other guys tell me I don't know him, but he's some superstar online guy. And he's got all the chips. It's funny. And he said at one point, Phil's like, you're gonna give me all your chips. And then he says, I will give you nothing. It was just, you had to be there. You had to be there. I wish I would have had the camera up for it. Anyways, gonna take a little break here, check the scores, a little tilted, fantasy, 2 seconds. I had Calgary as my goalies, and I switched to the Islanders this morning. And I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, it's okay. Got a shot. Rupa Hintz just scored. All right, so it's that time again. Blez bought us a box. The number one, what is this? Number one brand?
This is the #1 hockey product on planet Earth.
All right, we're going to open some of these cards, and I'll reveal the cool ones.
This is a $1,000
Here we go.
box.
$1,000 box. Let's do this.
30, 60.
Fancy schmancy box right here. Fancy schmancy.
Here,
Okay,
he's
open
going to
this up. All right, no, this is for vlog. I got it. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Oh, and more packages. All right, this is it. This is where we're going to get the good stuff. I'm hoping for a Sebastian Aho or a Jack Hughes. Let's see if we catch one. Look at this. Every pack I open from this guy is always a Connor McDavid. And this one is, what is this? Is this part of a game-worn jersey?
That's all, yeah.
Game-worn jersey. We also got one guy on our fantasy team, Jesper Boquist. Overall, a good pack. Thanks, pal. Blizz Sports. Sports cards, they're a great business. Good news, at least you took the aces and you did good work with it. The new champion, $3 million. Too much money for you. What are you going to do with all the money? I don't know. You're going to blow it somewhere. Congrats. Here we are. Our 5-handed table. Under the lights. All right, we are at the final table. Next to some people we know. This gentleman's name. Your name again? Phil HELLMUTH, right here.
Daniel, you and I again?
Well, let's do it. And then you got the point leader right there. That's Josh Aryeh. You got Jeremy Osmus. You got a bunch of other guys. There's that guy Phil doesn't know at all, but he's going to get all his damn chips, right? And then he's the one who goes, you will get nothing. You get nothing from me.
So good. That hand.
All right. We're gonna do that. I don't know if they're going to stream it or not, but whatever. We're playing. when you're hot, you're hot. You got to see that run out. He had aces. He had ace, king, jack, nine, all in pre to flop. 977. Turn 9. Right? River 7. No problem.
He said he wasn't worried.
Joshua Aryeh
950.
doubles up.
The guy that won 2 bracelets said, I wasn't worried.
Josh Ari's been beating, he's been beating PLO games for over 20 years.
Okay.
Good luck. Good game.
Okay, so we are going to dinner break. 1 hour. Phil, my man here, just doubled up. HELLMUTH, big pot. The guy tanked for 5 minutes. Phil had aces and sixes. The guy had a flush draw and a pocket pair. So he missed and Phil won. He made a full house. So now he's going to have some chips, about 4 or 5 million. Yours truly has a chip lead. We have 8.7 million, I want to say. And there are 6 left. So we're going to go to dinner. We're going to chill out, maybe take a nap, relax, check on the hockey scores, really just calm, cool, collected. It's been such a smooth ride for me. I did bust Ben Lamb in one big pot where I opened on the button with ace, jack 7. And he just three bet pot from the small. And I put him in and he had 8, 9, 10 jack. And on the flop, on the turn, I actually had jacks and 7s. And he had the wrap and he missed. So that was nice, you know. Always feel good to win with aces and PLO. Got my trusty Blaze sports cards. Gonna put those in the RV. Like I said, we got a full hour to relax. And then they are going to, what do you know, impromptu stream. They're gonna put us on the PokerGo feed. And so that means I'll have to get somebody to send me hole cards, which means, you know, when I play pots against someone on the delay, they tell me, you know, I want to know what they had. It's that simple. All right, I feel great. I feel calm. We're going to win this one.
I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh, you matter what.
Okay, we are going to break. We are 3-handed. Myself, Jeremy Osmus, and Phil HELLMUTH. So we just played a pot right now. Interesting pot. Hey, what's up, man? Hello. Hello, people. Thank you. So we just played a pot right now. This one stung a little bit. I raised the button with king 3, 4, 6 double suited. Phil calls in the big blind, and the flop is ace deuce 6 rainbow. And so one thing I know in terms of his pre-flop ranges, he's very ace heavy, right? So when that flop comes and he checks to me, I decide to check back, take the free card. I have a pair of 6s. I have a gut shot. I could hit a king. You know, there's stuff. So I check it back. The turn is the 5 of hearts. So I make the nuts, absolute stone cold nuts. And he bet 700K into 5, 1, 1.2, 1.3, into 1.3. Bet 7 into 1.3. I raise, of course, to 2.7 million. And he calls. So I have the nuts, right? And the river is a 7. Okay? So now 8, 9 gets there, 4, 8, which, whatever. Just 8, 9, basically. So he just jams for 2.6 mil. And I thought for a very long time with the semi straight, and I laid it down. And I don't know if it was a good laydown. So it's one of those where we'll find out in 40 minutes. I feel like it was a good laydown. A little unfortunate on the river there, but if not, you know, hats off. If so, I was actually going to check it back if he checked too. So if he had 8, 9, if he had a bluff, I mean, bravo. But if not, then I made a great laydown. We'll find out. All right, so here we are watching some of the poker, and guess who's here? A guy who took a shellacking tonight in fantasy. That is the owner of the Mustangs, the one and only.
How's it going,
Went
guys?
down tonight. Even if I used the right goalies, wrong goalies, didn't matter. That's the Mustangs. How many championships have you had? 0. Still working on number 1. But it's been 20 years. Maybe the next decade is all yours.
Maybe my son.
Because you have no picks and nothing. All right. What's up, gentlemen? What's good? How you guys doing? All right, we're about to restart. Hopefully I can see what he had soon. All right, a little more about that hand, because what do you think I had that hand?
2 pair on the flop.
2 pair. He thinks I bought the 2 pair. I had the nuts.
On the flop. On the turn.
I had 3, 4. Turned the nuts
You were
straight.
really straight?
Yeah, because when he calls, so here's the thing, right? If Phil has aces up or something like that, I don't think he turns that hand into a bluff. He'll check it. And if he doesn't call with just a naked flush draw, right? So he's going to have a flush draw with something. And the 8, 9 makes a lot of sense. And there's just not a ton of bluffs. Like, I don't think he's the type of guy to have like 7, 8 or ace 7 and go, I'm going to bluff with the 8 blocker. But we'll see. We'll see in about 40 minutes. I'm so excited to see it. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do. We got plenty of time.
I just just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
All right, everyone, it's late. Remco's still here. He's doing his job. Fun final. Late night for a lot of people. We're three-handed still. Blinds are high. We're playing 250-500. There's 25 million in play. Three-handed. I got 16 million. I was down to about 4. And I'm going to say this just because I really feel like it's true. I feel like I've played incredibly well, to say the least. I feel like I have a very good situation for a couple of reasons. Number one, Jeremy's short, right? So I get to limp my button a lot because Phil doesn't raise out of the big blind, hardly ever, and Jeremy's not really going to do that. So it allows me to play a lot of pots in position. In addition, when I'm opening the button, Phil's really not repopping either. So that allows me to have complete control in position of all the spots. In the small blind, which is correct, he limps against me. A couple things he's doing that I think are mistakes, and it's cost him, I think, a lot of chips, is he's got one size, pot, in spots where there's a little more room for finesse and some smaller bets that can get some action. Like the hand against Jeremy came ace, queen, 3. He had queen, 4-5. Jeremy had ace, king, 3. Aces and 3s. He got away from it because Phil potted the flop, and that's not a spot you should ever do that. But we all have our own style. I'm loving how I'm playing. I really feel like this is the one, guys. I feel great. I mean, obviously the energy shift is consistent. It's here to stay, like I said. We're going all the way. It is now 2:30 in the morning. We go till the end. All right, people. My hands are full of coats and different things. And look at that. Eddie Habibi is back in the business. He came to Sweat with beers and everything. It was a blast. Listen, guys, if you watch the stream, I dominated it. I'm not trying to say that to be an arrogant prick, because I came in third, but I really did. I lost with one card to come several times, and really going back. Like I said, I did what I wanted to, right? So I focused on the journey. Did I do all the things that I said I was going to do? Yes. Did I focus on each hand? Did I really think them through? Did I pick up chips that needed to be picked up? Without fail. Even that last hand where I raised with 8s and deuces, it's definitely, if you think about how long he took with 6-7, if he had 10 deuce, 8-9, 10, he's folding all those hands. He almost folded that. And if he calls, I can still hit a 7, 8, or a deuce. I just didn't. And I was really, really short by that point. But, I don't know. I don't think I've dominated. I folded kings against aces too. Did you know? I folded a straight against the bigger straight on the river. He hit so many rivers against me. That's okay, baby. That's okay. We love it. But here's the problem, okay? It's what time is it? 4 a.m. for fuck's sakes. 4 a.m. I got to be back for noon? That's going to be a no sleep night. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I'm not going to sleep in the RV, or maybe I should. No, I got to go home.
Go home.
Yeah, it's only 17 minutes. Eddie says I should go home.
Puppies will love it.
Puppies will love it. But I'm not really going to see them. I have to sleep on the couch or something. I don't know. Sunlight will come in. Anyways, guys, I hope you had fun. I had a blast. We're going to keep the positive mindset going, and we're going to roll it through tomorrow. 50K, all kinds of stuff. Never say die. Player of the year. We could still win. Knock off the last couple, right? You with me? Let's do this.
Add it up, bankroll, euro,